So this video I'm going to talk about it, show you how I from start to finish this painting this cat. I have all the steps here. I'm going to talk about it to show you, but right now I'm going to start with like where I'm going to start, where I'm look, and you know how I'm going to look at from the beginning, from the proportion, the whole, then go on to the detail where I'm look at it, what you should when this thing in front of you and where you should start. Okay, so the cat first, I'm going to do a quick sketch about the cat. But when you're doing the cat, and first of all, what I notice is this is straight. That's the basic geometrical shape. Okay, like how this line slanted, how much this line slanted, right? Then this leg basically straight, then they had like a kind of like triangle, right? So that's the basic like shape in the beginning. I'm pay attention there. Then next is I don't want to draw a big head cat. Okay, that will look like cartoon, too cartoonish. So I can divide this like that. So you can see it's 1, 2, a little bit more, right? Like half. That's like the proportion of the cat. So you're not going to draw a head like that, okay? Or that head like a small body, right? So you kind of know, okay, that's the proportion of the cat. Then when I'm drawing the head, I'm not going to start with an eye or a nose. I'm doing this. That's the basic line I probably do in the beginning. I mean, like sketch, you guys should kind of know, but cannot be like perfect like this because I have a picture under. When you're doing it, you probably won't be this accurate, right? When you're doing it, you probably, those lines will be off a little bit, like, but that's okay because you know you're going to change it later, right? So that's this, and this come from here, that goes there, and this is air, that's air there, right? Then you put the eyes here, then maybe the nose, just map it out. Then you can go on to the detail later, right? So all those things are actually helping you get the shape. What I'm saying is, don't draw the detail, get the proportion first, okay? And use geometric shape, not literally a triangle, but kind of geometrically shape and more straight line rather than all those curves. So basically, or like after I erase, you can still see all those shapes I was using, but then in the end, going to look like that. Now, so that's the shape you did. Okay, so when we're able to make something three-dimensional, is the shadow, right? So when you're looking at the cat, I don't want you looking at, oh, the cat is black and white, all this, black spots, I'm going to paint that. Okay, that's not important. The important thing is building a three-dimensional shape, right? Then this cat light source is more from the left. You can see the window is on the left. It's kind of in the back and left, right? So now if we're from the left, then all this part is kind of in the shadow part. You see that? So when I paint it, I'm going to paint from the darker side. Since watercolor, we paint a light color too dark a color. The reason is if you put if you paint a darker color here, and you won't be able to paint this light because we're not using white. We're using water as white, right? So only the dark can cover the light. The light is not going to cover the darker color. So that's why we paint from light to dark. It's different than oil painting and acrylic. So then I'm going to show you that because that's when I start. Okay, background, look. Then I'm start painting. Don't think I'm just painting those are as a black spot. I'm painting this is because it's shadow, so it has dark and light shadow, right? So you can see how I layer it, right? If I paint all this dark first, I won't be able to put the light on top of the dark. So I'm painting light, then I put a dark on top. I put a dark on top of the lighter color. Now I'm building up. You can see I put more, see, light, medium, and dark. 3 layers you can see, right? I'm still trying to building that 3-dimensional shape. See? Light, medium, dark. That's how I build it up. I light first, put medium here and dark, and all this has shapes. Okay, so try to get that shape. It doesn't need to be exactly like that shape, but I try my best to make like that. Okay, now, excuse me. Then there is more even darker color I put on top of that. So now you can see it kind of have like 3 values: lightest, medium, and a little bit dark and darkest. This is all here, right? You can see I'll build up that. Then that's the darker part of the fur, right? So now I'm painting the white parts, the white fur, okay? The white fur, you can tell, I see there's a green in there, so I used a little bit. I probably didn't use green, but ultramarine blue is a yellow ochre. Is, it turned a little green. Then I probably didn't, just use that. But another is for the gray color, I didn't use black. I use ultramarine blue with burnt umber. Burnt umber is that darkest brown, right? Ultramarine blue is that purplish blue. So you can tell I'm still building up. See, that's the first layer, right? Now I'm building up this on top of that, then build this on top of this. So I try to build up the 3-dimensional shape of the cat. Then I add more. See, you just see the different value of this, because this is in the shadow side, that's towards the light. You see this, even this little bit, the dark, and what this do, they make this turn this way. Probably will show you see that? See, make it turn that way, right? Make it turn. Just put this part darker and make the body turn like round, right? So now I kind of have a base color here, background. Now I'm going on the detail. I'm going to do the eyes and nose and little mini thing here, there, right? Then you see I put more darker like detail things. Now I add detail things on the face, and even detail like the eye, the pupil, everything. Then, so I'm doing more detail on back of the cat, right now it's very light. You can tell different with this and that. See, I'm adding more darker color here. That's what I'm talking about, from light to dark, right? So when it's all dry, I put more, darker color. And this down here got to be pretty dark, right? Because kind of under the shady part between the leg. So here is a reflection, a tail, then more like darker color here, and under the feet I'm doing little tiny detail on the paw, like little nail thing. Then even the tail, if you have a darker side, a lighter side, and casting shadow, make it three-dimensional. It's a tube, it's a cylinder, right? Bend cylinder. I think at some point I did more like darker side here, right? And more darker on there. Then background. Background should be easy. Add more background, and yeah, that's the finished one. You can tell I didn't do anything here. I left white, right? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh, the white whisker, I couldn't do it, so I just made some darker whisker. It looks funny, but yeah, if you have a gouache or something, you can totally make a lighter whisker.